So, Nichola, thank you so much for coming to chat to me, because I'm fascinated by your story, because you had a massive career in corporate and then gave it all up to be in control of your own destiny and build an Avon business. How did that come? How did it come about?
I had the most amazing career that I absolutely adored, but I just burnt myself out. Just climbing that career ladder, I just burnt out, nothing left to give.
And what, you just one day all of a sudden thought, I can't do this anymore?
Basically, yeah, sat down with my husband, had this conversation with him that when I can't do this anymore, honestly, they were the words, I can't do this anymore, but I was the sole breadwinner, and I think that made the conversation harder because I felt like I was letting him down. I could see my husband like taking it in, because he's so supportive, he's my rock, but you could see the man cogs going in his brain with the just overwhelm of like, well, we're going to lose the house.
Because it's not just being the breadwinner, it's being the sole breadwinner. You know that you're going to start this Avon business and you need to pay the mortgage, the bills, everything. A lot of people think of Avon and they think of it as like a side hustle, pay for the extra holiday, a little bit of pin money.
Absolutely.
They don't think, actually, this can be a serious career and I can earn not only a good living, but we can have a great life from this.
And I knew that was possible. I'd seen other people doing it. And if you talk to anybody who's part of Avon, they're just normal, ordinary people. So I told Andy, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into sales leadership with Avon. And I asked him to give me a year, not a year to solve all of our problems, but a year to be able to be convinced that like this is the answer, rather than where we were at that moment in that conversation where he's thinking, I've lost all my marbles. And so we did. It was like, right, all in. And I said to people, I've put all my chips on pink.
You put all your chips on pink.
Yep.
And it's you and your husband working together.
Yeah.
I mean, how did he feel about becoming an Avon lady?
I think one of his first questions was, does anyone buy Avon?
Really?
Yeah. One of his first questions, and I'm like, well, let me teach you a couple of things. So we went out with the books together, popping them through letterboxes. He did one side of the street, I did the other side of the street. And honestly, the bit that he was the most blown away with then and now is going back and picking up orders from people. Yeah. It's like a buzz, a real buzz of like, someone's bought something, and someone else. It's a lovely feeling that, yeah, actually we can make this work, we can build this because people like to buy the products.
Do you know what fascinates me? It's such a female-dominated industry, the beauty industry. And there's that perception of the Avon lady, you know, but you and your husband have proven we're the Avon power couple. You know, we can both make a great living.
And I think that was the thing that, aside from money, because you need to pay the mortgage, the other thing that we were most worried about was we'd never worked together, and we're really different people. I'm gobby and loud and opinionated, and he's from a scientific background. He's measured, he evaluates things, thinks about things.
Oh my God, you sound like me and my husband exactly.
So the thought of us working together, we're both like looking at each other and just thinking, oh, how's this gonna work? So that in itself was a trial and error of finding your roles within your business, that where you're able to bring the best out of each other rather than wind each other up. So we've done a bit of both of those.
And do you know what? Being so different means you will complement each other.
Spot on.
And how long is it now since you left corporate and started your Avon business?
4.5 years ago.
4.5 years. And you said to him, give me a year.
Yeah.
And how do you feel now compared to how you were feeling then?
Chalk and cheese, absolutely chalk and cheese. And we're hugely proud of the team that we work with and what we've accomplished and achieved. But I never understood people talk about in this industry about time freedom, and I never understood it. I never understood what it felt like to be your own boss time-wise. 1 second you're doing something for your personal life, and the next second you're doing something for your business life. And it's that ability to be able to prioritise what you think is important that day. And one day it is your business, and like it's 100% of you that's in there. But the next day we've got a lot of animals. So we don't do children, but we do a lot of animals. And if the animals need us, I don't need to justify that. You can just put them first and then carry on with everything else that you need to do.
All the benefits of being self-employed.
Yeah. It's that freedom, I think, that makes a difference.
Running your own business. and you are in control. You're in control of how hard you want to work, how many hours you want to work, but how much you can earn from that.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this. And better than that, you and your husband can do it together, and you can create a great life where it doesn't matter whether you're working or you're off, you're still loving it.
Yeah.